Okay, and we're back, and everything looks pretty bad again, still. Okay, I have no idea why. I thought we were good, but clearly not. Alternative idea, we'll try closing Chrome and seeing if that helps. Oh! My goodness, okay. Now we just have no idea what's going on in chat. So, we're going to do a new scheme. We're going to use it, chat on my phone, and we just do it like this. Yep, this is my new plan. Okay, there we go, that should work, except for the fact my battery is at 15%. But hey, at least, don't know what Chrome's doing today. We'll figure that out another time. We'll do that until it doesn't work. Okay, so... what if I start Chrome again now? Yeah, sorry, we're just doing tech support today. I don't know what's going on there. What happens if we start Chrome now? Frames... back to being rubbish. Frames is just rubbish. Okay, we're going through my phone today. Because otherwise nothing's happening very fast. Really probably need to go find a thing, but that's alright. A thing, like a battery cable. Maybe I'll dig around for one in a moment. Okay, so anyway, the point is right now we need to get my biomass. Because we're crushing critters, and crushing critters gives you biomass. I'm sure that logically makes sense. You know, what else are you going to do with your critters? You can't, if you don't crush them, what are you doing? Are you even living? Probably not. What's the point of living if you're not crushing critters? Anyway, that's horrific. Then again, welcome to the channel, right? Okay, and we should have enough stuff to build along. Yes! And that'll be the first of the Bio 4 data cards. That's wonderful. That's important. Because you gotta get your data card. Oh, that's in the wrong way. Oh, and there was a bunch of logistics bots on there. Well, they're in my inventory now. Oh, you have to go to the Astro. You've ran out of Nequitite, whatever the hell it's called, so quickly, huh? That's encouraging. Well, add more engines. Add more engines, everything will be fine. Okay, so we've got the first one of the data card things. And thankfully also... Oh, wait. Let's make it so that way we don't need to use anything more than we have. Oh, you need to get the probe already. Wait, launch the rocket in the void of space? Like in the middle of nowhere? That sounds annoying. How do you figure that you're in the void of space? There's probably something in the console that tells you that, now I think about it. That would make logical sense. Okay. So it's the first data card set up. Next one. We need a Vitalic Epoxy, significant biomass. Oh, okay, so it has to be in the asteroid field. Well, I mean, there's usually an asteroid field like pretty close by. Like, I could just launch from Pebbles. Good old Pebbles. Okay, so decompression resistance data. Okay, that one we're just firing into space. That's Wonderful. This one, processing units and blank data cards. Okay, easy enough. And then we're going to irradiate them. I think we've done that before. I think we irradiate these things every now and then. We exposed them and now we're going to see if they can resist it. Okay, that's fine. That's fun. So most of this is actually pretty easy to make, especially since we've already made the advanced neural gel. The epoxy... Do we make this? We make something. We make the acid. I don't know if we make the epoxy, which is the acid, the reagent, and sulfur. Now, reagent does come into space. I know that. And sulfur comes into space. So that one's actually pretty simple. Okay. Maybe that's the one we make next, because it's probably the one that's going to be the biggest pain. And we probably need this epoxy for other things too. Yeah, we need it for nanomaterial. Okay. We need core fragments of vitamelange as well. Wonderful. That's incredibly annoying. Hey, Mighty Panda. Good to see you. I know you're just over there, but good to see you. She's in a different place now. Before she used to be over there, now she's over that way. You can't see her. She's hidden, but she's there. That's what matters. Okay, so we need to make epoxy, which is going to need a biochemical facility, did I see? Yeah, biochemical facility. Excellent. We've got thousands of those bad boys. Hopefully. I actually have 4 of them. You're behind me now. Yeah, you actually could sneak up on me and I wouldn't know it. In fact, you have already a couple of times. But don't worry, she's still got a path that she can sneak into the room without being on camera, just to scare the shit out of even more. So that's fun. It was an important thing. She doesn't want to be on camera unless she actually wants to be on camera. And I respect that. Tasty treats come from farther away. They absolutely do. But there are still treats. I've still got my little cat bowl. So, you know, we're still good on that regard. As long as tasty treats exist, you know? You gotta have your tasty treats. Okay, we need my epoxy. We need our Vitalic reagent. And we need sulfur, which we can probably put them like here. We are still unpacking. There is, I mean, you can't quite see it very well, but there's a box just down there as well. Over here, there's a bunch of boxes. So, you know, a lot still needs to be unpacked. And this is just this office, so yeah, lots to do. But we'll get there. We will get there. It'll just take a little bit of time. I have a funny feeling that we need a lot more than what we're trying to create here. Like, this will not actually suffice as a long-term solution. Because it's made 1 epoxy. I'm just wondering if maybe you'd be able to make epoxy on the planet and then ship just the epoxy over. Maybe. It might be a very important thing. Yeah, I mean, unpacking will probably happen over the next week or so, and we'll get that done, and then we can live our lives. That's exciting, to be able to live your life. That day is coming. There's not too many boxes, thankfully. What am I doing there? That's weird. We hired some movers to get everything done, so that way we didn't, you know, accidentally hurt ourselves. Because Panda and I are not the strongest individuals. I mean, she goes to the gym. I avoid it because, you know, There's not really a conclusion to that sentence, it's just you know, and then I just sort of trail off and hope everyone just accepts that logic. It's not the best logic I know, but it's where I've decided to end up today. Okay, we need some mechanical facilities. We may have those, but I really don't know. What is it, mechanical or mechanical? Mechanical. We have some of those available. But they will not actually make it to us today because they just won't. Yeah, we'll build those a little bit further out. On the basis of I want to have some room in case something goes horribly wrong. And we will also put a roboport over here somewhere. That looks nice. That'll do the job. And it's powered even better. Actually, you know, I've got all these logistics bots. They should leave. Goodbye, logistics bots. So, Veldak, you have made the star control sounds, and I highly appreciate that, and we will probably get some of those going when if the Spathy ship ever returns. You were doing a lot of Excel math yesterday. Huh. Okay. Excel math is the best math. I'm pretty good at it. One would say I excel at it. Anyway, I'm sorry anyone had to listen to that joke. It's also serious. I'm not bad at Excel. I'm not great at Excel. Like, Excel's one of these weird things. If someone goes, "Oh, are you good at Excel?" I never quite know how to answer it because some people go, "Oh, I'm great at Excel," and all they use it for is data entry. Some people go, and I'm personally like of the other side, which goes, I'm okay at Excel. And they're like, oh, okay, well, we're kind of hoping that maybe someone knew how to do VLOOKUPs, but if it's, I'm like, no, VLOOKUPs I can do. And they're like, oh, well, okay then. But I never quite know how I should answer it because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm pretty good at Excel. I'm like, great. So you can do this whole data entry thing using Visual Basic and this and that. And I'm like, nope, can't do any of that. Can't even say Visual Basic, honestly. So I've always got to be careful with Excel because I don't want to overhype my abilities, which is a very classic New Zealand problem that we don't want to say that we're amazing when we're not. It's it's a problem New Zealanders have. We don't want to accidentally put our hand up for something and then realize too late that, well, this biosludge is not getting converted very quickly. We don't want to put our hands up for saying that we're good at something and then finding out that either we're not or think that someone's like, that we're kissing up to like the boss or anything. So we just go, I'm alright. I mean, I know better people at it. And that's just what you do in New Zealand. Hey, Sark, how you doing? Good to see you here. I don't think being like modest to the point of shooting yourself in the foot is a uniquely Kiwi thing, but we are very good at it. Google says its growth seems based on increased spent on quarterly basis. Huh. Okay. I have no idea what that means, but it sounds interesting. Okay, and that will give us new data cards, but of course we do need to get some things out of there. Specifically starting with the biomass, the blue biomass, significant biomass. And then broken ass data cards, junk data if you will. It is a very windy morning. Whoa, wait, hang on. How fast is that? Oh, we're gonna have to open up Chrome. Let's see if that breaks it. Immediately frames go to hell. 32 meters in kilometers. Oh, wait. Okay. 115 kilometers per hour. Okay, yikes. That's ridiculously fast. 32 times 3.6. Yeah, see, I'm not very good at my 3.6 times table, I'm afraid. So... yeah, it's just not like me going to Twitch right now. Every time I go into Twitch, the frames drop. Yeah, my 3.6 times tables, I was never really good at it. I was too busy working on my, like, 3.8 timetables. God, I'm a sarcastic little bitch. Anyway. The good news is that's more data cards that are coming through if we just got more epoxy. Okay. Yep, Chrome just does not want to go work well with anything today. Thanks, Chrome. I mean, that is one hell of a storm, though. Like, that's a scary storm. I mean, I live in a coastal city, but that's a scary storm. You know what, we can probably just chuck them in there, and input priority is going to be that side, so that way it focuses on getting those out first. That'll be good. My epoxy is not coming through nearly as much as I'd want it to, but that's okay. And junk data cards, hopefully those are junk data cards. They are! Excellent! So we can sort of do a shoop-de-whoop. No, we don't need to do a shoop-de-whoop that way. We do that. That's still very fast and very scary. Even if you're used to it, I mean, I assume it would still rip some things apart if you're not careful. That doesn't need to be connected like that. But then again, I guess, you know, you'd be used to it by now, and thus probably buildings don't get ripped in half like that. Okay, well that's the good news is we've made these question marks. Next, neural anomaly data. Yeah, that's probably a good one. What do we need? Electromagnetic facility and radiation. Can we just grab those? Is that possible? Electromagnetic facility, hard to say, but tasty to eat. And radiation facility. That is terrifying. That is way too tall. You should write to the mayor or whoever's in charge and tell them to stop that. That's my advice to you. Just say no. No more of that, please. And if they persist, just remind them that you said no. And that's on them. Okay. Just build some electromagnetic facilities, don't worry about it too much. Yeah, so Veldek, I sent you the file. Actually, you know what? Let's show everyone what you've done here. Like, just saying that you've done it is one thing, but let's show everyone what the cool thing you've made is. So let's go make some speakers. Okay, we should have everything we need to make speakers now. No, we don't. Of course not. We don't have any electric circuits. If only could find some of those. So I was playing around with it and just trying to make sure I could work it. Turns out the sound is too long. It does get cut off, so might need to change that. But so what Veldek's added, and it is super cool, and I'm super excited about it. Let's just put down a thing real quick. Okay, so I was playing around with the idea that when the ships launch, they should be making the sound of the Star Control thing. So now there is a thing called Star Control 2. You can do that. But the first one we need to do is this, of course. Which, of course, I was playing a lot the other day. I was thinking I could always go back down onto the planet, and every time it gets a green signal plays. just the Earthling ship noise. So maybe next time I'm on the planet I'll do that. Don't know if I'll make it a global playback thing. I haven't quite figured out how annoying I want to make it. But we'll figure that out when we get there. Knowing me, probably super annoying until the point that I regret everything, every decision I've ever made in my life. It's usually where you want to be. Okay, neural anomaly data. So we need to get blank data cards and blue processing units. Interesting. I'm pretty sure nothing uses blue processing units down this line. No, nothing does. Okay. Kind of expected that. We got a lot of logistics bots just chilling out, so... yes, I tested that because when I was playing around with it just to see if that works. You're right, it's not heard on other surfaces. Which is good. You don't really want to be hearing constant things. But more just when I'm on Novice, I don't know if I want to hear them everywhere. We'll see though. We'll figure that out when we get there. Maybe we do. The eternal question, really. Okay, so we want my blue chips, which they'll be coming through. We want data cards. That's a really easy one because that's just data cards. We can split it. Let me do this. Yeah, see, that's good. That's some good stuff. Oh, it needed them in OG? Oh, I'm sorry, I would have done that for you if I knew that. In fact, I probably could have downloaded them in OG now that I think about it. Okay. What does OG stand for anyway? Whenever I think of OG, I just think Mike Lou and OG, which is like an old Cartoon Network show, which I didn't particularly like, but it did exist. And I don't know if that show was slightly racist. I feel like it might have been. Like, not intentionally, but maybe just a bit. Just the idea of, like, white girl live on island and everyone's, like, got bones through their noses and shit. It's like, that's probably offensive to people living on an island. I don't know. It's probably not the best image. Okay, so that's most of the stuff. We are going to make biosludge out of this, which is probably out of the neural gel is what's happening there. Oh, and the neural gel is going to come back out as well. Okay, you know what, that's fine. Well, okay, you know what, that makes things kind of easy, because you just go like that, you go like that, you go like that, it'll figure itself out. And then we have... maybe a tank. Yep, that's good. The tank will only go that way if... Yep, great. If advanced neural gel is like low, like below 5,000. So it gives lots of space for neural gel, but then we got other stuff going on. I thought Panda was sneaking up on me, but instead it was just a house. The house makes creaking sounds because of the wood, and it scares the shit out of me every time. I get used to it. I'm getting used to it, but it still scares me. Okay, so now what we're going to do is... yeah, I will unzip that file, Veldak. I'll have a look at what it looks like later. I just kind of ran a little bit out of time today. That's okay, though, I think. Just had to do my first day back at work today, and there was a ton of stuff for me, which is not too surprising. Training a new guy, and there's only so much you can do with, like, a very small amount of training. It was like a week of training being like, okay, you're on your own now, and, you know, obviously that didn't go... it didn't go badly, so, you know, props to him on that. But it could have gone better if I'd actually had more time to train him. So, that's on me. Okay. Oh, and it brings back the processing units. Well, that's actually pretty good. I can work with that. I can absolutely work with that. So as before, we're going to do this. We're going to do our usual trick where we sort of go shoop, and then shoop it back up. Awesome. You've always got to remember to shoop it back up. If you do not shoop it back up, they will get you. Who are they? Oh, you don't want to know. But they will get you. And I'm not responsible for it if they get you. Okay, so it means we probably don't need to use as much as I thought we did. The biosludge is doing its thing. That's exciting. Good to see it. And we need to also get these data cards out, which is not uncommon. It's pretty much what we say every time. You know, we could have actually done that differently. We could have done the data cards coming out that away. And then put those into there, and that's pretty good. I broke it. Can we just undo that? Great. Yes, we can. Oops. It's alright. It's okay to break things, as long as you can fix them later when no one's looking. And that is another data card. That is... not data card, yeah. It's another type of card that is instrumental. We will need to launch another ship soon. It's going to be a small ship, but it's going to be necessary. So we'll sort that out in a moment. Next is radiation. That is way too close. You never want to put your radiation too close. I don't think I need to tell anyone that. We all know the bad effects of radiation. Okay, good, good, good. Last one. We're hammering through this today. Okay, well, it's significant biomass, blank data cards, and uranium. Now, the uranium's an easy one to get, because that's up here. And, I mean, what we could do is even just swing that down the bottom and pass it up here. That could be too much. Or we could just get another requested chest and do it that way. That's probably a better idea. Probably a little bit more reliable. And less likely to cause some weird overflow issues. Okay, significant biomass and blank data cards. I wonder if I can steal that from here, because no. Oh yeah, we do have that exact setup here, so... You know what, let's just take that exact setup, because it's a good setup, and I like it, and thus it's mine. And, oh, we need some power? Okay, that's reasonable. And again, this is another pretty quick and easy one. Good morning, Tara. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Okay, and we are away. I'm nervously watching my battery life on this thing. Hang on a moment. Hang on a moment. I'm going to see if I can find a USB cable. Just a second. Thank you. Thank you very much for the compliment. This is a nice house. And yes, that is my board games behind me. It's not all of them. It's some of them are still in boxes, and they're not very well sorted right now. But we are getting to that. Sorting will happen later. Right now, it's just about getting them in the shelf. If we turn that upside down, will that sort it, or is it still just upside down? It's still just upside down. Wonderful. If we... I'm just trying to figure out how to do this logistics of Chrome being silly. It's very frustrating. Anyway, yes, board games behind me. There is a lot of good stuff back there. Some of the bad stuff is actually going into the garage. That's where it belongs. So we have a garage now. That's pretty exciting. Because I think anyone who collects board games after a while ends up collecting a few things that are just not quite the cream of the crop, and needs to go into the garage to think about what it did. Because some games just need to consider what they did. And if they figure it out, that's good. But some of them will never figure it out because they just... no self-awareness. That's the problem with some board games. They just don't think about it. Okay. So now we've just got to do the last little bit. Eclipse's finish? Fascinating. I did not know that. It's not a game I've played enough. I really like Eclipse. It's the first edition of Eclipse, if you know Eclipse. Yeah, it's the first edition of Eclipse, but I quite like it. I also have new speakers. Oh yes, I do have new speakers. Sorry, I thought you meant like speakers as in like in real life. You meant the new cool thing. And we will be doing some of that when that Spathy ship returns, which I don't know where it is right now. It's off getting... oh wait, I never set it up to come back, I think. Why are you not coming back, buddy? Why are you not coming back? Oh, because you don't know how. Okay, so we want... whoops. Hey, it's not a SeiferKatt stream without some sort of weird glitch that could have been avoided with some actual planning. So, Planet Orbit 305. Okay. So we want you to go to Planet Orbit 305, and if you get stuck here, you're just going to have to live here, okay? One job. Hell yeah. Okay, so when that ship comes back, we're going to add a speaker to it so it makes its own spathy sound. Also, I know what's wrong with it. I was playing around with it. I spent a long time trying to do it. I took out the console, I put the console back in, and it worked. I don't know why, but that is how I fixed it. At least when trying it. Maybe I'll try and do it again and it won't work, and I'll just be very frustrated with it. But that's, you know, just a hope for the future, right? Maybe that's what will happen. Maybe you get to see Seifer losing its absolute shit at a ship today. You know, that's something to look forward to, right? Okay, the next is going to be, of course, the uranium. And that can come back into there. Not quite like that. It just needs to go on that same line. And then we have all 4 sciences are ready to go. Okay, this is good news. And great news, everyone. We do have a slight lack of supercomputers on me right now, but that's okay. We can work through that together. I believe in our ability to handle this problem. Some people say I'm overly optimistic, but to them I say, Don't worry, we'll get over it. Another drone collapsed. Okay, so we came over here to get some supercomputers, and I know there are some here because I saw them. There we go, look at all that one supercomputer. I was honestly expecting more. Actually, do we have more supercomputers? That's the real question, isn't it? We got 11 supercomputers. Let's just make the good ones, please. We do not need 1,700 of those. Maybe even 100 will suffice. Okay, so we've got 2 fancy supercomputers. Heckin' yes. As the kids say. They say it all the time, don't worry about it. Okay. So, extended biological catalog, here we go. And that'll give me this... Oh wait, we couldn't do more science, intelligence. We were as intelligent as intelligence as we could get. Nice. Really proved your point there, Seif. Good job. As intelligent as we're going to get. There we go. I did it right eventually. No, the damage was already done though. Doesn't matter. You've already proven yourself to be a fool. Okay, and these cards are going to go... Shoopy-doopy-doo! Oh gosh, no. Now we will need to build a ship after this, and that means, of course, by the laws of what I've made a rule of, it has to be... Oh! The Spathy ship has come back. Hello, Spathy ship. Hello, Fwiffo, as its official name is. So, for some reason the console is the problem. I don't know quite what it's connected to break it. But, let's pull the console apart and see if we can figure it out. Oh, it's got to be renamed the Fwiffo. F-W-I-F-F-O. Okay. Thank you. I really needed that right then. Look, let's do some deep space zoning because I think we're getting closer and closer to needing that. It did not call us, rename it the Fwiffo. There we go. Okay. So let's connect everything with cables and go from there. That reads how much fuel has got. We're going to not pull as much stuff that we don't need to anymore. I think that probably didn't help last time. Maybe we did have connections that were kind of inflicting pain and torment. I've discovered a new anomaly, Phonistra. Okay, where is Phonistra? Wait. Okay. Exploration journal? Some sort of huge ring-shaped artifact was found in the anomaly. 2 things are immediately obvious, even from a distance. It is ancient, and the technology is completely different from my own. Whatever it is or was is destroyed now. Okay. Let's find it. Phonistra. Well, it's an anomaly. Maybe it's further out than that. Okay, that's possible. Just increase energy damage. Okay. Galactic gravel. That's probably rock if I didn't guess. We'll have a look at that while we're at it. It's Galactic graveyard. I don't know where the gravel is either. That's gone. Just, what, is nothing here? Are they all just like miles away or something stupid like that? Well, I don't know where the gravel is either, so... Wonderful. Everything's just gone. Okay, can we find it through the Universal Explorer? It was called Finistra. It's got its own automation signal of 1. Okay, let's have a look at it. They said there was a ring. Oh. Oh! Oh! Hello. Someone broke your halo, did they? Huh. Okay, well I can't find it. How far away is it? Hang on. I'm confused. Okay, go to here. It is 17906. Okay. That's actually pretty close. So wait, the nearest thing is Pebbles. It's closer than Pebbles. Oh, it's a Stargate. It's like a Halo or a Stargate. Maybe the Halo is... Okay, so is it maybe just like the end here? It wasn't deep space though, because it was like no stars, so... We found a Stargate, hell yeah. That's exciting. As long as no gold come from it, I think we're okay. Problem is, you open up a Stargate, gold is just pouring out of that thing like nobody's business. I know the rules. I get how this is gonna go. We don't have Stargate technology over here. Okay. Let's just keep connecting this so the Spathy ship can actually go somewhere. And then that comes out to here, and that comes out to here. I think... Oh yeah, and then we need our speaker. Which of course needs to connect to... Okay, thank you. I appreciate your hard work and dedication. Start working on more structural integrity. We might need it. I mean, if the ship fell apart, maybe we can just put it back together again and then we can Stargate somewhere. So the plan is, if the launch signal, which... I don't... Okay, if the launch signal equals 1... No, equals 1, thank you. Then we go Star Control Sound into Spathy. And we want a global playback. So when that ship gets ready to launch, we should hear about it. Logically. Okay, so let's just test that out, that theory. If this hasn't fixed it, then I don't really know. Oh, and that's probably not actually... Oh yeah, I forgot the Spathy ship has a bunch of ways to get it to leave. Because that was funny. Don't come back, don't come back, don't come back. Yeah, it was the console that was broken. Okay, but now the Spathy ship will make its sound and then it will leave. Which is really fun, and we'll do it on both sides. And off goes the Fwiffo. Not pop goes the Fwiffo, that's a very different game. We don't want to pop the Fwiffo, as you know, if you know what I mean. So, we're actually not going to be able to make science till we get Vita Melange into this area, which means we're going to need to get some stuff done in a moment. So let's just make the cubes and then we'll worry about the next part. Nice. Yeah, okay, so it's closer than anything else we're dealing with on a galactic scale, so maybe we can just fly to it? We may need to make a ship for it, obviously, but... I mean... it's not that far away. So we can absolutely do that. I don't know where it is, but it's close. So maybe we'll just make a ridiculously large ship with like ion engines and just launch ourselves at it with a reckless abandon. Because there's one thing I like, it's reckless abandon. How did I find it? Deep space research. I was just doing deep space research and it showed up. So maybe you gotta do like a certain amount of it or something? I don't know. Maybe you just gotta pray to the gods of RNGs. I really don't know. I have a funny feeling that's not connected properly. Yeah, it's not connected to anything. What's connected to this? Okay, and what's that connected to? It's connected up here. Up here. Connected, connected, connected. Take the mistake. The mistake sounds like a mistake. I love the mistake. You know I love the mistake, but it is not a very well-equipped ship. And if it has to go into deep space, then I really want to be able to come back. Yeah, those are not actually getting through the thermofluid fast enough anymore. So let's chuck those in. That should power through that thermofluid. It looks like 10 degrees we're struggling with. Got cool disco lights going now though, so you know that's a good time. Ah, so maybe a level 11 it happens. Well, I got it on... yeah, I got it on level 11 as well. Okay, so level 11 you find the anomaly. So, in theory, I wonder if you did more, you'd find more. I just want to find more Naquitite. That's all I wanted. I never get what I want. God, poor little rich kid over here, right? I found an alien artifact, but I didn't want an alien artifact. I found something that answers the secrets to life, the universe, anything, but I wanted a bagel. Okay, appreciate it. Oh, maybe it's always for Nistra. Okay. Anyway, yeah. See what happens if you go to 20. Maybe 25 in case there's diminishing returns. I mean, I don't, in case there's diminishing returns. I literally don't know what logic that would be that would help. But yeah, anyway. I mean, of course you got the science for it. You're building like 1,000 science of everything. Oh, alien artifacts. I wanted a peanut. Alien artifacts can buy many peanuts. Literally explain how, because that doesn't make any gosh darn sense to me. Okay. Just fueled to 15? Alright. Oh, Valdek is... his base is crazy. I envy his base, but I know I could never build it. Because I have my own problems in life. Mostly being me. Those are the real problems. If I wasn't me, I could probably do it. But the problem is I am me, and I can't do it. It's buffered on a belt. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. You got too much science there, man. I mean, no, it's not possible. Too much science, not really a thing. Actually, wow, I've done 6,400 of these. Well, 25% of 6,400 of these. That's pretty damn exciting. I think my data cards are holding steady now. Like, yeah, that's good. Data cards are good right now. Okay. I came over here to get a... Oh, that's right, you're going to moon orbit because it was easier to launch, right? Yeah, but I mean, fuel's infinite, so it doesn't matter. That's my logic anyway, do what you want. Just gonna be like, no, your idea is bad. I just go, well, fuel's infinite, what does it matter? Just get a nice oily planet and you're away. You're away laughing, as they say. Okay, so we need data cards, we need biological insight. Well, that's biological insight, and significant data is super easy. It's a good question. How many data cards are you making? Is that power going up? The power is going up, that's good. Okay, so extended biological herpy-derps. They go into there. Please put my herpy-derps in there. This is where they belong. And I got this epoxy which I need, so I guess... I need to shift it. We're gonna need more epoxy. It's a lot. Okay. So that'll make the epoxy, that'll make the science. We don't need too many of those, I don't think. Well, we actually do need quite a few of those, but can we speed it up at all? Sulfur apparently is the problem. Let's take that, add an extra 0, add an extra 0. That should help. We might need more sulfur from the planet. Are we still trying to get sulfur in? Oh, okay. That's reasonable then. I mean, it's still a lot, but... Okay, where's my sulfur? That's the real question I've got. 341. I feel like I want more sulfur than that. I think before 341 would be constitute an acceptable amount of sulfur, but I think these days the sulfur is going a little bit crazier. 1,000? Can we turn that into 3,000, please? There's so much science. I didn't want to craft it by hand, but thank you. Thank you for asking. Wasn't really asking, I suppose, just sort of saying you can't do it. Which, you know, now that I think about it, is actually quite rude. Okay, so we now need to build a new ship. So, everyone, it is going to be a small Vitamelange ship. It doesn't need to come back with much, so I probably want something fast. And that sounds like I'm going to be making a SeiferKatt skiff. So let's... Oh no, I have to open up Chrome to get a picture of the SeiferKatt. Okay, SeiferKatt. Okay, let's just... No, I want the ship, not the... I don't want to see a picture of the SeiferKatt in there, like, absolute horniness. Oh, it's a scout, sorry. Can we get a good picture of the scout? There we go, that's a good picture of the scout. Why is the SeiferKatt so bloody horny? Gotta just chill, you know? Okay. Now, what's up with Chrome? You overbuilt it. Well, you know, you can always underbuild stuff. Okay, so... Scout. There we go, and let's just put that up here. Nope. Oh, I see the problem. Okay. SeiferKatt Scout, that's what we're trying to make. So... Okay, this is doable. Let's just go grab some stuff and just get to it, I suppose. I'm gonna build a huge ship. I mean, I look forward to it. I look forward to seeing a ship larger than mankind ever intended. You know, a ship that is a pure abomination. Okay, so let's gather some stuff and see what we can do with it. Do we need floors? We do need floors. Do we need walls? We do need walls. Do we need a console? Yes. Do we need doors? Probably. Do we need fuel engines? Yeah, I suppose we do. Do we need rocket engines? No. Do we need clamps? I think we've got clamps. Do we need ion engines? Absolutely. Do we need ion fuel? Absolutely. Okay. Just make your base a ship. That would actually be pretty cool. Ship base. So... I think the SeiferKatt would be good here. So, interesting. Now remember, while I'm making the Star Control ships, I'm not going to be making them to scale. Oh, and I finally got the thing out of my teeth that I've been working on all the stream, so that's good to know. That's been bothering me. So if we... It's very pointy on the sides there. Pointier than that. Too pointy. We made it too pointy. We've messed up. It's going to be really pointy at the back. There's more than broken artifact. Hey, mine Mousecraft. Mine Mousecraft. How you doing? Welcome. Welcome to me trying to build a ship for no real reason other than I think it's funny. Okay. That's not pointy. I don't think we get any pointier than that. That's the pointiest the ship's going to get on the sides. Hey, thank you for the follow, Mine Mousecraft. Really appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. So if we flip this and put that on the other side, we might get some degree of symmetry for a change. And because, you know, this is a ship that I actually do need to build to some sort of design, then gosh. Is that actually going to be pointy enough? I don't know. We may never know. That definitely wasn't pointy enough. So for those who are not aware, I made a big claim last stream before I went on my little hiatus that every ship was going to be based on a Star Control 2 ship. And I'm going to have the speakers play their little ditty every time they launch. Why did I choose to do this? Because I have a big mouth and I cannot shut up, apparently. That's the real answer. But that is what we're doing now. So we're just trying to make a SeiferKatt Scout. It's not going to be to scale. I put the left one lower than the right. You're right, I did. Well, it wouldn't be a SeiferKatt design unless I made a mistake like that, would it? But this is not acceptable for this design because this is meant to be an homage to the brave SeiferKatt race. Who gleefully explode in front of their enemies. Because, what is it called, a glory device? Yeah, they absolutely self-destruct to kill their enemies. It is a strategy. And how you defeat a fleet. Does it come with the glory device built in? I'm trying to think how I'd make a glory device in it. I don't know. I could power it with a nuclear engine. You know what? That's it. It's nuclear powered. That's how we make a glory device on this thing. Oh, that is not symmetrical, is it? No, it is not. Yeah, it's got to be nuclear powered. It's the only way to do a proper glory device. And I mean, it's big, so it should have enough room for it. Yeah, that... That is not symmetrical at all, is it? No. Okay, you know what? Here's the plan. We dismantle half the ship. Ah, all of a sudden I feel so smart right now. Watch this fail, by the way, everyone. We flip it. Let me do that. Ah! Guys, he's learned a thing. He's unstoppable. Maybe build it bigger to fit in a functional nuclear for interstellar travel. That's a valid point. Okay, today's What the Shirt. Yes. We'll do What the Shirt and then we'll keep building. So today's What the Shirt is we have a Nyan Cat. It's a sleepy little Nyan Cat on a rainbow pillow. And it's got little Pop-Tarts next to it. Little Pop-Tarts. It's got little cheeks. Yeah. It's a fun one. Make it bigger for a functional nuclear for interstellar travel. Meow indeed. Maybe I should. No, you know what? This SeiferKatt ship is just made to get Vitamelange. That's all it's there for. It doesn't look symmetrical, but it is. Okay, so then we need to... Wait, that's only the back... like... No, that is way too big, this ship. I've just realized because that is like meant to be the back, like, quarter of it. The front needs to be so long to get that working. Well, we're going to do that for now. And then we're going to trim it. That's still not quite long enough though, is it? I think we've made this part too big. Is that really symmetrical? It does not look symmetrical at all. I don't know. Doesn't look symmetrical. Anyway, this ship is actually coming to be absolutely massive. As I said, the ships are not going to be correct size-wise. They are just about the basic footprint of the ship. Corners are really bad on these ships, by the way. Like, corners just suck. Yeah, I mean, it is symmetrical, it just doesn't look like it. And then it's got a sort of poke into being a little tiny nose. Which, by the way, the console can definitely go where the blue part is of the ship. You know, you go over to... the mouse cursor just disappears. You go over to around here, you can't see it behind the ship, but... that's got to be coming down to a point. Yeah, it's just got to be longer, that's the problem. Okay, we're going to get rid of the walls for now. And then we're going to... Can we get rid of all the walls, please? I don't really want the construction boss to have to deal with the rest of it. Guys. Because if this ship isn't long enough, then everyone's going to be like, well, that's not a SeiferKatt ship. You're a failure at life. And I'm like, guys, why are you being so mean? And they're like, because you made a shit SeiferKatt ship. And it needs to have the glory device. We know that. It is an absolutely essential thing to have on this ship. Failure to have the glory device will be akin to failure as a person. I'm taking it really harsh, but I kind of like the SeiferKatt. Because, you know, any race that thinks the best way of dealing with your enemies is to just kamikaze into them with honor, like, they shouldn't be at this point of their civilization, and yet they are. When you look at it like this, it kind of looks symmetrical. Then I think we stay on 4 for a little while. Take the corners out. Ah, it's just really hard to get that sort of angle on the ship, though. Like a pure triangle, you'd have to make the width so much more. And because you can only do 45-degree angles or no angle at all, it is really difficult to get a nice clean triangle. Maybe 2 more. Okay, then we're going to take this down 6. Okay, this is kind of working. 3, 3. I mean, again, it's just not wide, and it's just not wide enough at the back to be able to get that proper angle. It comes in too quickly. Might just have to be what we have to live with. Okay. I mean, if this thing doesn't get like 100% streamline bonus, though, I mean, I'm going to eat my hat. The problem is I don't know where my hat is right now, because I've lost my hat. I wore it for a day after getting sunburnt, as is tradition of getting sunburnt in New Zealand, and then I lost my hat, which is tradition for me just being really bad at putting things down in the wrong place. Okay. Why is that a weird shape? Hull stress. I mean, we could make it way bigger. Do we make it bigger? I think we make it bigger. I think we do not learn from our mistakes. But then again, it's a scout. Does it need to be bigger? Probably. Why is this not centered? The ship not centered? It's 71 on that side and 71 on that side. It is so centered, it just doesn't look like it. Probably because that's a weird number of tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 4? Oh, but that's 3, that's 5. Okay, so that's why it can't be centered. Okay, that makes sense. Anyway. It bothers me though, it really does. You gotta put that at the front so you can see the whites of their eyes. Okay, we need a nuclear reactor. We probably have a nuclear reactor somewhere. We're gonna need heat exchanger. We're just gonna grab 50 of them for now, not because we need 50, but because I bet you we've got them. And we're gonna need condenser turrets, which I'm pretty sure we don't have, so we're gonna make steam turrets for now. And we're gonna need doors. Hey, Solburn, how you doing? I know, it's been too long, right? But that's alright, we're back now. We've got new house. I'm not moving anywhere for the foreseeable future. Or even the unforeseeable future. I hate moving. Ominous lighting? I mean, I can do this. I'm going to hate myself doing this. I can do this and just absolutely blind myself. But we're not going to. Because it's too scary. But yeah, anyway. So, with that, we should have nuclear power. We do. And we're just going to chuck that. It's the direction. Okay, well, how else do I improve the direction? I can't put it directly above me. Ooh, I don't know what that was. I could do that. Does that make it a bit better? No, it's just because it's coming from one side of my face, isn't it? Don't really know how to resolve that. Now, let me try something. An LED ring light that people use? You mean like this one right here? Like that literal ring light? Yeah. So we've got a ring light just to try and do that a bit better. Unfortunately, no, it does look kind of ominous. I agree. It needs to be in the middle around the camera. That's a valid point. Could be. I don't know, I'll need your help with lighting later, Panda. Yeah. We'll work on it. I think the light being on has actually helped a little bit, don't you? I think it's helped a bit. If I put it on the other side. If I put it on the other side, then I kind of run into a problem that it doesn't have... I'd struggle with... Actually... Okay. I'll work on that. We'll get to that. Don't you worry. We'll get something sorted. Okay, so... we need ion engines. Gosh, ion engines are big. Do we need ion engines? Yes, ion engines are lovely. Everything needs ion engines. You're a fool not to have them. Thank you very much, Solbird, and absolutely showing off the games behind me. Still needs a bit of work. We've got games that are in the wrong place, so at the top we've got some of the Arkham Horror games, but it's not with the rest of the Arkham Horror games. Yeah. It's a nice sort of setup. I just need to move things around and tidy it up and put things in their place of prominence that they're not there at the moment, but we'll get there. Okay. So we need a tank. Yeah, exactly. We'll get there though. Don't you worry. We will get some semblance of order in the near future. Condenser turrets. What do I need for those? Glass, big electric motors, and low densities. Okay. I mean, this ship, we're spending way too much time on it for a ship that's really not needed that often. But quite frankly, it doesn't really matter. You got to do what you got to do, right? So big electric motors, which I think were in here. Yep, we got those and glass, which is here. A tank in space. Well, you got to put the water in there, right? You got to put the water in the tank. I mean, I suppose I could put a literal tank in space. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. You know what? This Show Fixie ship is too small for nuclear power. Maybe. My glory device. I must have it. Or else all the aliens will laugh at me. Coal mining gives a bit of oil too. It does. But in terms of what we need here, it shouldn't really be... You know what? I've started making the glory device. I'm not doing this. I'm not continuing this. It's so much work for something that I don't really care that much about, and it's like this is not an important ship. The next ship will have a nuclear reactor in it, probably. It'll need it. But this one doesn't, so I'm backing away from that. Coal mining does give a bit of oil. Yes, it gives... but not a lot. It gives a lot more water than it does oil. I mean, hell, I can look at it. So, core fragments give 10 crude oil, which is not much. But I mean, it's enough, I suppose. I need lasers. Lasers! Specifically blue lasers, obviously. "10 oil, 50 water per cycle." Yeah, that's the one. So all this really needs to do is just pick up Vitamelange and come back again. Which is why I'm like, I don't think I need to go absolutely crazy with everything that I was going absolutely crazy with. Because it doesn't even need to get that much Vitamelange, just some. Oh, okay. This is the downside of not having Chrome open at all times. I'm sorry, everyone. I gotta figure out why it's tanking my frames though, because it was not before. It's just decided to do that recently. Well, actually, can I? I can. I can just do it from here. Okay, never mind. Problem solved. Yeah, you can absolutely survive on an island. And immediately you can just see everything slow down. Gosh, going on. Figure out what's happening with Chrome another time. Okay, so that would get the fuel to launch the ship. Yeah, there we go. The Glory device is now just rocket explosives. That'll do. We do need a place for fuel to come in. Okay, so that gets my... That should be enough to get the ship going. Next, we've got the console, good. We've got the lasers, good. We've got something being attacked somewhere, that's about average, honestly. Next, we need to have cargo. Now, again, we don't need much cargo. Cargo is really simple on this ship. It just needs to be... Oh, we need a pylon substation as well. We can put that there, I guess. There. In fact, it just goes like that. And just because nothing quite fits in this ship because of bad design from someone, I don't know who, but someone's badly designed this ship. Okay. Then we need to put a speaker in it. That's very important. This is the most important part of the ship. Because if you ain't got a speaker in your ship, how are you supposed to listen to sweet tunes while you're traveling? What are you guys up to? Okay, speak up. I'll build a couple of speakers. We know we need them. Okay. So, speaking go here. And we need deciders, which we probably should have grabbed those as well while we were around, but we didn't, because that would have been too obvious. And I hate things that are obvious. No, I don't. I just messed up, and I'm just going to pretend like it's an actual decision, a choice that I have made. Because I can't admit the truth to myself. Because, oops, I fired the lasers twice. There was no reason for that, it was just fun. Well, I guess that was the reason then, wasn't it? Okay. So, let's do the deciders. The deciders are pretty simple, and the ones coming back are pretty simple too. Then, of course, we need to have one of these. Need to have one of these coming in, one of these coming in. And then we just need to wire it all up. So, this far one's going to care about fuel, which it cannot reach. Honestly, not sure what I was expecting. Do we need to care about fuel twice? Probably, actually. Probably need to care about fuel in two different ways. That's kind of lame, but that is life. Okay. So that's going to say fuel, rocket fuel specifically, is going to be greater than or equal to 290. That's probably too much fuel, but you know, you can never have too much fuel. Don't question that. Okay, that one cares about ion stream. How much does this one want? Well, we got 2 tanks of that, so probably 19,000. And of course, that's going to output tick as well. Then the next one is going to say A equals the planet it's on, which is 305. And of course, once that's done, it's going to output tick. Make sure that's wired correctly. And then finally, this last one is going to be Vitamelange is equal to 0, output tick. I know that last one's a real surprise. You'd never seen that one coming, but that's how life goes sometimes. Okay, and then we need our constant combinators, which are going to be like here and here. And they're going to be connected to, take your time, here and here. These connect to this, and this also connects to this. When the launch signal is received, nope, stop, gotta be equal in 1. It's not an androsynth ship, who are we kidding? Nope, that's Spathy. It is the SeiferKatt. I'm worried that might be too long. I guess we'll find out. And also needs to output speeds. Oh, and we don't have a... Oh, we've neglected to put in a clamp. This is always a good time. So wherever you put a clamp, it's always in the way. Okay, well the clamp seems to have worked this time. And the clamp signal can be 59. Why 59? No real reason. It was a random number I came up with. $59, and of course the clamp to the target left clamp is 59 as well. So it goes right to left, yes. Speed as fast as it wants to go. I don't give a crap. 60 probably seems reasonable though. Okay, so this signal is going to be spaceship launch, and it's also going to be going to Moriema, which, as we know, is known as Moon 1152. Everyone knows that, but we're just going to say it anyway. We can get rid of the little SeiferKatt ship now, actually. Goodbye, little SeiferKatt ship. This is not my proudest ship, but it's also not my least proud ship. So I'll take that as a win. And this is going to be orbit 305. No, moon orbit 305. Great. So if tick equals 4, so everything is then output just everything. And it's going to be tick equals 2. Now what do these ones care about? Well, these ones care about Vitamelange. I mean, because who doesn't care about Vitamelange? Everyone loves Vitamelange. That's going to be greater than or equal to, say, 5,000. We don't need a lot. And that's also going to say A equals... A equals 1152. Again, obviously everyone knew that, so I don't know why I was wasting everyone's time looking at that. Obviously. Okay, then we just wire it up. Okay, so I think that ship's wired up correctly now. So now we just need to get fuel into it, and we are away. Awkwardly stands over here wondering where the hell I'm going to get ion stream from. There's some ion stream. Okay. Doable. Okay, ion streamu. Ion streamu des. Alright. Okay, let's just put that in there so we get a little bit more room. That'll do it. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Now we're going to take this one low, because otherwise we're going to have problems. We can also put, of course, the rocket fuel on the same line, and that'll be nice. I have immediately lost where I was working. There it was. We figured it out again. Told you we could do it. I didn't say we couldn't, but we did. I don't even know what that belt going across is for. I think it's biological sciences. But I'm not going to question it. Because it looks like it's having a good time. And you know, if your belts are having a good time, don't question it, just let them go. Let them go. Let them go. They're having a good old time. Let them go. Let them go. Don't get lost in time. I mean, okay, I just rhymed the word time with time, so, you know, that's some good rhyming right there. I hope everyone enjoyed that. Clearly, I'm not a singer-songwriter. Or a songwriter, or a singer. We all got problems in life. Mine is like you think I'm a singer-songwriter. Okay. Okay, we're going to need more 15s, I think. And then we're going to get the rocket fuel, and then we are away. I can't help but notice this is cosmic water, not ion stream. That's not going to launch my ship very far. It's always been cosmic water. Wonderful. Okay, so ion stream now, because that's probably something we actually need as opposed to cosmic bloody water. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? I got high hopes for this one. He says running out of scaffolding. Okay. Oh, I've gone straight past the energy. How's Fwifo going? Oh, Fwifo's coming back. He should be playing his music very soon. No, he won't. He plays it on... He plays it on launch, not on land. So I missed it. I don't get it on land. That's a shame. Maybe I need to figure out how to make a sound when it lands too. Just always time for more circuitry bullshit. That's what I reckon. Because if the Fwifo ain't making the sounds, then, you know, everyone's disappointed. And the last thing you want is disappointed people about a Fwifo. Or the Fwifo, rather. And we ran out of 15s again. So the other line is going to be for the... You know what? New plan. Do it this way. So the other line is going to be for the fuel, the rocket fuel. I can't help but notice we don't actually have ion stream yet. Oh, because it's still building it. Okay, well that makes sense then. I like how some things make a loud, like a thunk noise, and other things go click. It's like, why do some of the things make different sounds? I don't know, but it's kind of cool and I like it. Alright, and just get the fuel in, and then we should be good. I kind of wish I hadn't pulled apart all of this now, but that's okay. You know, we all wish we hadn't done something that we've done. I'm not making any examples right now, I'm just stating a fact. Okay, and then we're going to put some pumps in, just so that way it can fuel just a bit better. And we will need to travel, of course, with this ship the first time, because otherwise it's going to get sad and lonely. And the last thing we want is a sad and lonely SeiferKatt ship. For obvious reasons. Mostly the horniness of the SeiferKatt people. Then again, they do repopulate their species in a matter of months, so that's interesting. And vaguely terrifying. Oh yeah, that's still kind of broken for weird reasons. Okay, so that's full. That's working on it. Now if we check... You like trains? Hell yeah! I agree, Mind Mouse. Trains are wonderful creatures. But unfortunately there's not a lot of trains in space. I mean, there is some trains in space. Oh, I remember when that happened. Okay. Well, that's fine, because I need this Vitamelange anyway, so... You know what? It's fine. We just need to actually just get it over there. Ah! ZZ Knight, train! It has happened! Okay, so fuel, it is trying to pump through a lot of fuel, but it is... That's going at 1,000 a second. It's going pretty quick. It's just trying to fill 300,000 units of fuel in here. It shouldn't need too much. It's a small ship. Oh yeah, so I do have some trains in space. So the Calidus asteroid belt, just for me, does have some trains that is delivering beryl and iron. And they're just chilling. They do alright. I really need a lot of iron and beryl right now, so it's not much is really happening with those. But they're happening, and that's fun for a reason. This... Hang on. Did the FWIFO leave and then not make a sound? Or the FWIFO just never returned? Or did the FWIFO never actually leave? FWIFO? Yeah. The FWIFO never actually left. That's disappointing. So where are you up to on the mod, Mine Mouse? Are you just like about to get your Energy 1 trains going? Yeah, look, you kind of have to expect that sort of thing. Hey, look, it's catching up to the big mistake. Go figure, right? I just kind of want to give it a signal of launch just so that way we get hear the cool sound effect, but at the same time, I don't want to launch it on its own. I don't trust it. Maybe I'll just let it keep doing its thing for the moment. Turn that off for the moment, and we will go and see if we can work on something else right now. Namely, we could probably start working out what we're going to do with the vitamin lounge when we get it. I mean, it's not a hard build, it's just got to do it. And then hopefully we can look at plague rockets. We might be able to get a plague rocket done today. I mean, at least I want to see it happen. You know, I think everyone deserves to see a plague rocket happen. You started again, and now you build your first train on Novice. Okay, well, space trains are still fun, because trains are just naturally the best. And they can't help it. Some trains try to stop being the best, and they fail every day because, well, they're just the best. It's not pumping nearly as much fuel as it used to be. That's 110, that's... What's going on wrong with my fuel here? There should be a lot more fuel in that fuel line. Unless something else is consuming the fuel, which I don't think it is. Yeah, we've got like 700,000 fuel. Where is it all? It's not here. We've got a little bit of fuel, but it's not 700,000 units of it. Makes me wonder if this is the point where the acid mix-up is happening. It doesn't show the anomaly on the map. You think you know where it is, but you won't tell? What do you mean? Where, how is it hard to say where it is? Well, I don't know where it is on the map. That's a valid point, so... Well, I'll have to find it. Unless maybe it's in the center of the sun. That would be impossible. I guess. Maybe that's impossible. I don't really know. Let's try and speed this up a little bit. Because while... I don't know why we've got 700,000 fuel. Oh, I know, actually. Yes, I do. It's because the fuel is in ships. Okay, so we're just going to have to keep making fuel here. Thankfully, it shouldn't take too long. That should have sped it up a decent amount. Or maybe we just assume 150 will be enough. Out of curiosity, the Moriyama ship, how much fuel does that normally take itself? The Moriyama ship is not here right now. I guess it's probably in Moriyama. It is. Looks like it got hit by an asteroid. Looks like that ship needs to go... Why is that not leaving? Why are you not leaving? That's a very good question. Because it doesn't get that high. Let's take it down to 50,000. Whoops. And we may have some asteroid problems if we're not careful due to the fact that Moriema is not equipped to deal with that. Most asteroids are not a problem, except in Moriema, where the asteroids are sometimes biters. We could always fly the ship and hope it comes back. It's not a big ship. It's... I mean, this is always the bad line to say, right? Oh, maybe the ship will come back on its own. See, if that's how you lose so many ships. Or rather, not lose them, but that's how you get them stuck. Invalid. No tiles found connected to a properly... I mean, no tiles are found. Does that mean quite valid? Oh, is it that? Is that our problem? Is the engine needing to be moved one to the side? I don't think that would have helped it. That would be my biggest thought, that maybe something there is... Like, it doesn't like that the engine is there exactly. So maybe if we... That's the wrong stuff. Gotta make it out of floor. Ain't nothing happening unless you make it out of floor. We are also kind of ruining the design profile of the ship, but it's the nature of the beast. Run the check, the illumination is checking where it's correct. The second light wave is where the problems are. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, so it is coming from over here. Just out of curiosity, if we do that, is it happy then? Right, it is. So it's just kind of not happy with how some of the things are connected, the engines are connected. Great. So, would it be happy now? Well, not right now, obviously. But is it happy enough now? Yeah, it is. It's just things are going to fall off it. That's alright. Pick those parts off. The design has changed a little bit, unfortunately, to get this to fit. But, you know, it's always important that the first thing you do, the left side was the real problem. Okay, well, let's just keep clicking undo until we get back to the point where we are at a position where we're happy. Okay, I think that was where we were at the start, so let's... Wait, what? The problem is here-ish. Well, where? Here? Oh, I see, like that. Now it's happy. Some sections will fall off. Well, they shouldn't. I see how that worked. Yep. Okay, thank you for that. Look, you know what? Let's do one more integrity check. Some sections will just... Oh, I don't want them to do that. Okay, we're good. So, I think more lasers might actually be good. Just another laser or two. And we haven't named it. What was the SeiferKatt captain's name? SeiferKatt captain. Some results may be explicit. Well, of course they are. Horny buggers. Okay, the Tanaka. That's right, they had very Japanese names, didn't they? The Tanaka, okay. You know what, actually, let me just change some things here. If I do this... should be able to see. Hey, there we go, okay. Oh, so if we do like that, we don't need to see... Sorry, I'm just playing around with OBS. It turns out I didn't actually need to have the stream open in the first place. Hell yeah. That will fix a lot of my problems with life. And a few... activity feed. That way I can see if someone plays a train sound effect. Which is very important as well, obviously. Okay, good. Much tidier, faster frames. That's exactly what we want to see in life. So, let's save, because we're about to do something stupid. And it's always good to save before doing something stupid. By that. Thank you, Gosen, for the train sound effect. Really appreciate it. Alright, so let's go to Moriyama. Let's see if the ship goes. Oh wait, we messed up. We gotta land. Okay. There you go. How did we mess up? Because I really wanted to send a launch signal. It's very important. Because if it doesn't have a launch signal, then how are we ever supposed to know if it worked? We don't we don't always save on this channel. That's true, we don't. We should, but we don't. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to copy this for now. Turn that on. This is just a one-off thing, just to make sure that the sound effects work. Oh god, no, it's going to keep doing it. Stop. It's a one-off thing, guys. Okay, so the sound effect works. The SeiferKatt Scout is on its way, or the Tanaka, as it's called. It's underpowered, so it's hardly much of a glory device. We could make its ass bigger, but I don't want to give the SeiferKatt maidens any ideas. Anyone who's coming to this chat and is like, what the hell is he talking about? Play Star Control 2. It's probably a good game. Just really selling it there, aren't I? I know. Yeah. So, yeah, no, the speakers are absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Veldak. No. I'm just trying to get a thing that, while I'm flying, to get a dock that works. I gotta stop clicking on the same bloody thing. Twitch stats, thank you. I clicked on the same thing 4 times in a row, and each time I'm surprised that it's not what I wanted. That's who I am as a person, guys. Alright, where does that go? I don't know. Somewhere? It goes there. Awesome. Ship! How long is this going to take to get there? Probably shouldn't be too long. 2 minutes. Alright, that's good time. The engines do turn off repeatedly because the ship is vastly underpowered. But yeah, so that's good. This is what we wanted to see. And then we should be able to make biological 4. Meantime, we've made structural integrity 7, or like 72% structural integrity 7, so that's really good. Really excited about everything going on there. Because you just got to keep going. And it won't land automatically because there's no clamp there for it to land on, but we will sort that out manually when we get there. Now, the only question is, do we have enough rocket fuel? And I think we should do. I don't think this ship's going to get stranded. It's a brave comment to make, I know, but I'm pretty sure we're not going to get stranded in space. Or on land. Never forget, you can also get stranded on land. That's just the basic premise of, like, every Tom Hanks movie. Including Apollo 13. Veldek, you've been here too long when you forget to put the most obvious thing on your ships. I'm rubbing off on you in a bad way. I want to never say that phrase ever again, by the way. That's just filthy. I'm sorry. Sorry to have rubbed off on you in a bad way. There was a weird sound in the background there. I didn't know what that one was. This is why Kiwis don't have a space program, because we're not getting stranded. Well, there's a lot of reasons we don't have a space program. As I said before in the Discord channel, the New Zealand Air Force, our logo is the Kiwi. The Kiwi is a flightless bird. So why is our logo for our Air Force a flightless bird? And I'll answer that for you in one simple question. Because it's a pretty flightless Air Force. We do have some planes, but they're all like cargo planes. And like cargo helicopters. But to be fair, what New Zealand does in the international stage, that's about all we need. We don't need any of those fancy, super duper fighter jets. What are we going to do? Fight Australia? Yeah, maybe. We could fight Australia. No real reason to do so, but we could. And they'd like it too. They'd better like it. We're not coming all the way over there just to not fight them. Okay, so 5,000 Vita Melange is actually not a lot. So we'll only be here for a short time and then we'll leave again. Hopefully. Maybe we won't leave. Maybe we'll just get stuck on the planet. And I'll have to figure out a way to get us off the planet again. Speaking of which, where's my Vita Melange ship? It didn't actually have the thing to take the... Okay. I spent the whole episode so far not actually going back to Novice. That's 2 hours of not Novice time, which is very good. It's probably a record of no Novice time. The red chip ship. He forgot about automating that one. He thinks about it occasionally, usually when he's not streaming. Yeah, no, it's not automated. Oh, you'll stop by the anomalies along the way. 9 minutes. That's not bad. Okay, you know what? This is fine. No, it's not. I'll change this to 2,000 just for the moment. Okay. So it plays the music, and it looks like I can get back with only 150,000 fuel, so that's fine. We can tone that down a bit. And then we've got the last thing we need for Bio 4. So, the next question, the question on everyone's minds, plague rocket. How difficult was it to build? And the answer is really easy, actually. Scarily easy. So, let me just... change the thing. Plague rocket. Yes. Okay, cool. Let's just change that. Let's just make everyone know a plague rocket's coming. So that way, if anyone wants to see that, they are aware that a plague rocket's going to happen. We do need to research the plague rocket. That'll be a bit of a shame, but that's probably going to be the hardest part of this. But we will do everything in our power to make the plague rocket. Probably in the next hour or so, we'll get a plague rocket. And I think we can do that too. If I get a plague rocket, I'll be pretty darn happy. I don't think we actually need much Vitamelange either for this. No, we don't care about that. So we only need one core fragment of Vitamelange for each one of these. So yeah, we'll probably burn through this pretty slowly, easily enough to get the rocket. Now, this isn't what, of course, you should be spending this sort of level of science on. It's not like you come back and you're just like, okay, time to nuke the planet. But I've been excited about I've been excited about these things for so long, and I've been a good boy, and I forgot to put a dock on that planet. So maybe not that good a boy, eh? Maybe not. Let's just turn that off then. Anyway, it's about a minute to go, and then we can start really getting all of this done. 2,500 Vitamelange. Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. Gotta do the rocket dance, rocket dance, rocket dance. I don't know what I'm doing. I've got 38 seconds. I don't know what to do with it. Just either you go hyper aggressive, not aggressive, but hyper excited about building a rocket to wipe out all life, or you just sort of sit there and be like, well, guys, this is my stream. Welcome. Hello, I'm here for 20 seconds. No, you got to do the rocket dance, genocide dance. Okay, you know what? I want to go back on that. There's no way in hell that is a good phrase. That's a way that you end up on watch lists. It's okay. It's against a bunch of murderous bugs. They chew through concrete. It's fine. Because if a bug chews through concrete, you know it's probably fine to kill. That's my logic, and I'm going to stick to it. Okay. So first thing, let's get these junk data cards out of here. They know where they gotta be, not here. And then the other guys, these are the last ones of these we really need. They can go out this way. Yes. Okay, so we start making the plague rockets. I know we were very excited about more structural stuff, but plague rockets are more fun. Probably. I mean, I don't know. We've never had one before. Maybe. Maybe plague rockets are fun. Maybe I will launch it and my frames will go to 0. I've read they can cause frame issues. So that's fun. Okay, so what do we need to craft more of these? Speed. It's actually making these, outputting these too slowly. The plague. That's all it's called, just the plague. And look at them go. My little death machines. Actually, make sure these productivities are maxed out so that way we can get our absolute value on these things. Everything looks like it hasn't gone crazy high, so that's good. Where is my bio research? It takes a very long way around. I think that's it coming here. Yep. Okay, it's going to start slowing down. At that point, we're going to figure out how to make it faster. Looks like that's the problem. Speed those up. We're at 3% of the plague rockets. This is actually going to be pretty quick at this rate. I mean, yeah, this rate, this is going to be real quick. No complaints though. 12% towards plague rockets. Man, if I had that much enthusiasm towards spider bots, I would have a legion of them by now. But I have no enthusiasm for spider bots like I do a plague missile. Okay, you know what? Let's start assembling the things we need for a plague missile. We need a biochemical facility. Okay. Biochem. We don't have any of those. Well, we're about to build some, aren't we? The answer to that question is yes, we are. In case you're wondering. Uh, 32% towards plague missiles. Wait, do I need to have a rocket launcher for that? How do I launch a plague rocket? Logically, I would need to have a rocket launcher. Logically speaking, of course. I promised you a plague rocket in an hour. I think I'm going to vastly underestimate this time for a change. Usually I take forever to get something done, but nope, today we're just going to get that together real quick. We might be having problems with the cubes. We're going to run out of cubes soon, aren't we? Can we speed up my cubes? Okay, maybe we haven't underestimated it. We've run out of significant biomass. Ah, here we go. Here's the slowdown part. We run out of purple boys. Where my purple boys at? Run out of nutrient gel. Oh gosh. What's the problem with nutrient gel? Ran out of chemical gel. What's the problem with chemical gel? Ran out of petroleum gas. Because we ran out of water. I got too excited. I don't think it's going to happen that fast. Okay, we might actually need to go to novice. Oh. Okay, that's been jammed for a while, I'd imagine. I think we're going to get real close and then just fall over right at the end. No, I think we'll actually get there. I think we'll get there. Okay, plague rocket. Research the plague rocket. Here we go. Okay, well now that we've researched the plague rocket, let's just keep working on some sciencey things. Because this is what everyone wants to see right now, just very slow science work. So, now we have the ability to build a plague rocket. So you've decided to build a plague rocket. I hope you find this a very endearing and worthwhile endeavor to your journey. Hello. Oh, thank you. I have been brought snacks! The legends are true. Okay, so we need significant life forms, which unfortunately are a bit shockingly bad until we get water. That is very warm. Oh, very melted. I think we're sitting in the sun. It's alright. I'll happily take a melted chocolate. Take the ice. I'm gonna melt that ice as fast as we can. See, I see it as fast as we can. Oh my goodness, that was way faster than I anticipated we could do. Yeah, that's melting the ice pretty quick. Should be getting a lot of stuff right now. He says, realizing there's no water? Where's my water? Oh, I was trying to make a lot of chemical, cosmic water as well. Okay. Maybe what we need to do is just make a lot more ice. You know what? We're going to go back to Novice. I didn't think we were going to, but we do have to go back to Novice. That's alright. We've researched the technology we want to do really quick, so that's the step one. Those are absolutely in the sun. Kinda better though. Yeah, because the greens are coming out first. Is there a way we can jury-rig some ice into here better? Because we do need a lot of ice. I think we've found that out. We could put ice through there. That's actually a possibility. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold on to your spaghetti hats, boys, because we're going in. And we're going in deep. I don't know what a spaghetti hat is, but you better bloody hold on to it, because this is going to get rough. This is going to be some of the worst spaghetti you've seen this week. Probably. This is what happens when I go away for a week. Intense spaghetti action. Yeah, we can't fly, we've got to be able to see what we're doing. Why is there... Why does that exist? Alright. That's a good start. Look at that. That's some good spaghetti right there. Okay, we're going to spaghetti over to here. Now the plan is... we hit this line perfectly, which is easy to do. All you got to do is spaghetti like that. And then, bam, you got a line that is just ice. Or as I like to call it, justice. That's going to launch. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I can launch. So we're going to get a lot of ice coming through here. We need it. We know this. So we've got a line just dedicated to ice. That was some good spaghetti right there, if I do say so myself. And I do say so myself. Because I know good spaghetti when I see it. Cue me in an Italian restaurant. I'm like, what the f is this? Spaghetti, sir. Nah, man. I ain't spaghetti. Spaghetti is way more horrific. I hear no one in the restaurant screaming in horror. Most people don't scream at spaghetti, sir. You haven't seen my channel. Is there a Kiwian law that makes a second launch site illegal? I'll be honest, Gosen, I never once considered building a second launch site. Why have a second launch site, but one do so well? No. And the plural for kiwi, by the way, is kiwi. So is there a Kiwi law for it? Just so you know, just for future reference. Kiwian does sound pretty fun though, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh my god, how did I never once consider, hey, maybe... Oh, we've got to do a thing. Green signal. No, green signal equal 1. Star control. Nope. Nope, not Ilrath. It's definitely not Ilrath. Earthling. Great. I never once considered having a second launch site. I just love this one so much, and I thought, why have a second one? I've seen other people's streams, because I like to look at people's streams of space exploration. But other people's streams where they have a launch site for every type of resource they want to send into space, and I'm like, that's just overkill. However, I never once considered what I was doing was massive underkill. Never once occurred to me. Am I able to join? Oh, this game? I'm afraid not. No, it's single player only, sorry. I do find you at every single stream I go to. I actually tend to go into streams now, and I click to see who's there and see if Valdek's there, and 9 times out of 10 he is. Which is fun. It's nice. It's good having a friendly face in a stream. I mean, actually, I've noticed that like there are a lot of faces pop up in a lot of streams. Like, go to a stream, you just see like 2 other Factorio streamers there. Like, oh, guys, what sort of incestuous thing is this? I'm not going to talk about what I've been watching a lot of lately because I have respect for myself. But on that tone, I've been watching a lot of VTubers lately. See, I have no respect for myself in the end. I don't know where it started, but I just started watching them. I was like, yep, this is the thing I do now. Just watch a lot of VTubers be silly. Okay, we got a problem with this. It stays there for way too long. Please only stay there for 5 seconds. And hey, Mars. It does have a pretty tight community on Twitch, and I love it. Okay, so now it plays the Earthling victory ditty when the spaceship launches. If you too would like to have the Star Control 2 sounds in your game, there is a mod for that now, thanks to Valdek and his amazing modding abilities. He'll probably tell you it was really simple, but he's a smart lad and I can't do it. I'm just lucky I can type into a sheet, an Excel sheet. Alright, so that should give us a lot more ice. I think we can go back to the... No. I know what we need to do. We need to go over to the ship that exists and is real. The Moriyama ship, also known as the Plague Doctor. Or was it just the Doctor? What did I call this ship? It's either Plague Doctor or just the Doctor. It's not here right now. Well, Shit. I finally get around to loading up the ship and it's not even there. Well, that's fine. It just means there's no bullets on it. Meh. Who needs bullets to shoot down beta meteorites? They're not even bullets, they're shells. Is it the spaghettiness or the size of it? If it's the spaghettiness, don't worry, you're not alone. It intimidates a lot of people. If it's the size is just something that just happens over the course of hundreds of hours. Like, accidents happen with size where you just stand somewhere and you're just like, oh, okay. Yeah, the scale spaghetti, I respect the fear on that one. There's a lot of years of practice in making spaghetti that is both this level of bullshit and actually still kind of works. But not really. It works enough. Okay, so it is time to make the plague rocket. Or not. Maybe it's not time to make the plague rocket. We need to find a lot of significant biomass to make this plague rocket. Bots make things easy for mega bases. Bots make things... See, that's why the thing is, I don't like bots because they make it too easy in spaghetti bases, and all my bases eventually become spaghetti bases whether I like it or not. Oh wait, what? Oh no. Do we have contaminated biosludge problems? Or is the biosludge problem just the fact we never connected to anything? It's because we never connected to anything. Okay, that's the real problem. The real problem was inside you the whole time, Seif. How do you decide where to put a new factory here? And how do you know how much space you'll need for belts between them? Okay, so I'm going to teach you some spaghetti truths. The truth of spaghetti is that you always build bigger than you think you need. Just always. You actually didn't need that much space, or maybe you needed more, but you build bigger, just so that way you've got a little bit of leeway. Okay? The other thing is, how do you decide where you want a factory? You try and minimize your spaghetti however possible. However, you also have to acknowledge that minimizing your spaghetti will never mean no spaghetti. There will always be spaghetti. You cannot change that. That is life. And that is what you have to learn to embrace. And you have to almost enjoy the spaghetti. Like, you need to have a plan of sorts, but then you need... The strength of spaghetti is the versatility when things go wrong. Okay, we are seeing the cubes coming out. That is fantastic. Crashed into this Shifixty ship. So the real answer of how you decide is... Novice is probably the best example, because Novice was the one that planned traditionally. One trick is try to build next to a lake. Yeah, I underthink. If you build next to a lake, then what you can do is, as you realize your bus has gone wrong, you can expand into the lake. The lake is your safety net. And I happened to build this time in the middle of like an isthmus, like a land bridge. So I had double, walls to protect myself. Gosen is correct. Just say it's manageable and just accept it. Gosen has made me a wonderful bingo sheet because of how I build bases. And I think he's still somewhat impressed that it sometimes works. Oh, it actually usually works. I don't know, I don't want to put words in his mouth, because that's not okay. But yeah, you've just got to sort of accept the fact that it's never going to be like those beautiful bases you see online. You just got to accept it. Acceptance is a big part of the sorry, fly. The biters are after me. They know about the plague rocket. They're sending their counter agents. Anyway, I'm living in the suburbs now, which I haven't lived in the suburbs for like years, like many, many years. Which also means that there are bugs here, because there were no bugs in the city because I was too high up, I guess.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Thank you for following. Ohio Soro. I guess I'm gonna go with a Japanese accent there. Ohio, I think means good morning. The other trick is when you think you're about to like make something bigger than you can, just build really far away. Like, it's not about efficiency, it's about just getting it done.
Kicking, for goodness!
And thank you for following Bowers? Bowers. Thank you. But yeah, you've just got to accept that there is going to be deficiencies. And you can fix those by just building more. That is not what I thought it was. That's alright. Greetings! Welcome to the madness that is this factory. I always put on like a Bane/Deckard Cain voice, but greetings and welcome to the factory. That's Bane. Bane is just Deckard Cain is just an old Bane. It's irrelevant for any truth, but you do need to know that sometimes. Okay, we need a biosludge, sorry. And we're just going to steal that from here. This is a one-off thing. We could just barrel it. No, screw. Can you even barrel biosludge? Who knows? Biosludge, can you barrel it into a barrel? You can barrel it. But what if I want to make another? I probably don't. Any beginner tips? When you say you've just begun, what do you mean exactly? Where are you? I probably do have some tips that are actually somewhat okay, but I do need to know whereabouts you are so the tips are relevant. One tip would probably be watch out for biters. They do evolve faster, I believe. Rocket is done. Okay, so are you getting into space now? Or are you just scouting the solar system? Because both is... Once you're scouting, the trick is to figure out where you want to go. You always got to think a little bit ahead. It's rich coming from me. Thinking... Wow, just dragging myself down in the mud there. Planning a little bit ahead in what you want to do next is always good. But I mean, everyone will sort of say that sort of thing. Barrels. Yeah, scouting means nav satellites, sorry. Build biosludge barrels, yeah. But just make sure your base is protected if you're going elsewhere. The last thing you want to do is leave and then find out everything has been destroyed while you are gone. Because the biters will do that. Awesome. Yep, do your scouting. No, your first base will be in the atmosphere, which is fine. The atmosphere bases are important. Oh, actually, here's the big one. Make sure you get your core mining going. I know a lot of people sort of sit around and go, I don't know about core mining. It takes 50 megawatts. Get it going. It's free resources. There we go. That's actually some advice. I did it. And, I mean, if you've already got core mining going, great. But I just see a lot of people just being like, it's so much resources. I don't want to spend that. Just get it going. Yeah, orbit of a moon, that's good. People like a moon orbit. I know a lot of people around here are very keen on moon bases. That's the wrong place to put that. So we're just going to waste that. It's fine. Okay, that actually should be about done. So now we just need to get significant biomass. Free for 50 megawatts. It is free for 50 megawatts. 50 megawatts is nothing. That's like a nuclear power plant. You can fuel those for ages. Oh, okay. That's not a stupid question at all. So, the way you go from, like, the way you travel is you get into your rocket. So, you know how you get into trains? Same thing. You go to the front of the rocket, you hit your enter key. When it does, first you need to wait for it to finish auto-saving. That's a big tip. Okay. You go into your rocket, you can't see the entrance, press enter. That puts you in there. When the cargo rocket launches, you'll go with it. Now the good news about going into space orbit, like orbit of Novus, it'll also take the capsule with you. The capsule is not used up. You can then get in that capsule and launch you back to the planet you came from. So that way you will never get stuck in orbit if you came in a cargo rocket. Which is kind of a fun thing. Okay, significant biomass, and then we are ready to just really try something stupid. I'm so excited. But there's a lot going on. Another thing I have to probably suggestion is don't stress. I know it's a really silly thing to say, but so I need 2 full lines of that. Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, there's a lot going on in space exploration, and it is definitely... I mean, I love it. Okay! Plague rocket! Now, I'm going to save before I launch this. The plan is I'm going to fire this at Novus and see what happens. If I like the results, I will keep it there. I do believe I need to make a rocket launcher. This is when I find out I haven't researched rocket launcher. Iron gear wheels, electric circuits, iron plate. Okay. Plaguing Novus. Absolutely. This is the time. Because I am sick of... See how this is constantly saying I'm being damaged? And I'm sick of that. I don't like it. I would rather kill everything. You know, I'm just listening to myself speaking here. Oh. No. That's so impersonal. Okay, look, I'll save. That's so impersonal using a weapons delivery carrier to shoot the rocket. What do I look like? Some sort of savage? No, I'm going to sit on that nuke and I'm going to write it down. We're going Dr. Strangelove over here. I've never seen it, but I do know the guy goes, woohoo! And I'm going to be that guy. If I die, I'm dead. If you die in Canada, you die in real life, guys. Okay, we still need to build the rocket launcher. So we need iron, we need electric circuits. Okay, well, some of those things are easy. Electric circuits, yes. Rocket launcher. Just put that down there. Okay, we did save. I just want to double check that. You know what? I don't know if I saved. I'm saving again. How I learned to stop worrying and love the save. Don't I have RLs? Rocket launchers? No, I don't. Should I? No, I have no rocket launchers in my mall. I'm very scared of hitting any key right now. You know, we're going to fly into the middle of beta territory. I'm going to go deep into it. Ah, I haven't actually made a Spidertron because it required too much biological science and then I just didn't get around to it. Oh, you're going to chase me, are you? You don't... Oh. Okay, you know what? I'm getting afraid. I'm getting afraid. Okay. They're surviving. I'm not okay with this. Although... all the trees are dying. The biters, however, are living. Straight up not okay with that. I kind of expected a bigger effect, honestly. And a lot less biters. Although I think the biters are probably... Yeah, all the nests are dying. And it looks like they're attacking. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I've probably pissed them off by, you know, murdering every single one of them. And I think it's radiating outwards. Yeah, I just want to try something. I think I messed something up. Because I wasn't there to see the explosion. Maybe it doesn't make an explosion. I don't know. I was getting scared. That's the thing. Maybe it doesn't make any effect. Maybe it just doesn't do anything because, hey, look, it's a mod. It's probably can only do so much. Plague is an instant. What a terrible plague is this? I just wondered if it was an effect is all. It just goes poof. It's a pretty pathetic plague, honestly. But I guess, you know, the whole thing... As we're learning these days in humanity, a plague is not an instant thing, and you cannot see it. I am aware that I'm getting accidentally political, Gosen, but it is true. You cannot see the plague, just know that it is killing everything. And, I am using my life support here. A plague on your house, on both your houses. Yeah, you know what? I'm okay with Novice just being dead. I think I'm going to accept it. Oh wait, that one died without me doing anything. Oh, they are dying. They're dying of a plague. Poor little guys. They didn't mean to be pathetic and stupid. I don't think there are Tesla towers to fire Tesla ammo. Would have been super cool if there was. Frames are dropping probably because it's trying to kill everything. But I mean, very soon there will be nothing left on this planet. So I think I'm just going to let... Oh yeah, you can just see, like, if you look at the mini-map, like, there's a bunch of things there and you just get close to them. It's like, nope, that's not there. That's not there. These trees, yeah, they're not there either. I feel like I've done something horrible. I'm not going back on it. I think my choice was rational. But everything is dead on this planet. It is a plagued planet. I just realized the environment says there, plague planet. I've done something horrible? Wait, everything turns to desert? Really? Oh damn, because it kills all the life on it. Planet, doesn't it? Damn. I have done something bad. Yeah, I need life support because it's killed all the oxygen. The planet is dying. And I don't know whose fault this is. I do know whose fault this is. It's the biters. Our life support is going down. You can see that the duration is ticking down occasionally. It doesn't tick down every second. Yeah, it ticks down like every 5 seconds or so. Now, the question I've got is it killing my Vitamelange? I know it kills Vitamelange patches, but does it kill Vitamelange that's being like manufactured here? How could this have happened? I don't know, but I know the biters did it. That's the relevant thing. The biters started it and I'm just finishing it. I wonder if all the water goes green. Oh god, there. I'm just trying to find some live... Oh, there's some living things. Anyway, as I was saying, there was some living things. There they go. These biters have no idea what's about to happen. It's a very slow growth of the world just dying around them. Anyway, enough about real life. Let's play a video game. Yep, and slowly around them, they do attack when this happens, so I am probably angering them. Is it worth it? Is it worth nuking a planet that has been causing me pain and suffering for 7 days of my life? Yes. Yes, it is. Do I have regrets? No. Not yet. But yeah, it's all dying. Now the question I've got is, does everything go green? No, I guess not. Look at these guys. They didn't even know what was going on. They just lived on their own island. They just die for nothing. Stupid little bugs. Remember, they started this. You want to let the bugs take over your Noah's factory? Well, okay. Clearly we have difference of opinions. My frames, on the other hand, are absolutely shocking right now. And I think they're just going to get worse until everything is dead. There might not be a way of stopping that. Hopefully it's not like that permanently. Can I get a real quick question on if that'll stop when everything's dead, whether that'll stop? Do anyone know the answer to this? Because if this is like a permanent thing, then maybe I don't want to do it. Maybe I just want to live with the pain. They're so sick. They're so wounded. Oh yeah. Should open Chrome now. See how less slow it makes everything. I'm not doing that. Just like looking for a live group. Oh, there's a live one. Never mind. Anyway, can anyone say exterminatus? For the Omnisire, bitches. Alright, I don't know if I want to fire another plague rocket, but I think the first one was pretty fun. Frames are now 23, and I don't think it's going to speed up anytime soon. Yeah, anyway, that's a thing that's happened. Alright, so that just gives us more time to work on the last bit of science. So, material sciences. Oh, it's, look, you know, not being a novice seems to have sped everything up. So there's very few planets where I can stand now and be healthy. What I probably need to do is improve my life support then, on that note. Probably a good idea. I've got a lot of space, I just remembered, in my inventory that I've never filled up. Yeah, that's probably what's happening, because also, as the bugs are dying, somehow they know that it was me. They're like, you know that base has been on this planet for like the last few years? Pretty sure they're the reason we're dying. I don't know if the bug's that smart. I personally find a bug that thinks as offensive. I can't remember the exact line from Starship Troopers, but it was something like that. My point is, a bug that thinks, I find that offensive. And if this makes a permanent frame hit, then that's just disappointing. There's nothing I can do about it. That's just going to be life from now on. Okay. So let's get some life support equipment, because let's be honest, we're going to need it from now on. Because someone decided to nuke an entire freaking planet with a virus. Silly person. Silly Hunam. Alright, I don't really know what we need to research now. But I do know we need to make more of those things. Maybe we just keep doing that. Okay. What do we need? Those are actually pretty basic to make. Okay, yeah, this should actually be really easy to make some of these, and we need a few of them. Because quite frankly, if we don't have them, we will just die in space. And as entertaining as that is... Oh, I need life support facilities. Shoot, I don't think I make any of those. Yeah, man. Why would I not use belts? Belts are way more fun than bots. I mean, the bots are around. The bots are doing their bot things. Frames are still dropping. Oh god, I hope that plague rocket does not keep the frames going bad forever. Otherwise, I do not know what I will do. Okay, life support facilities. And do not mistake bravery for stupidity, please. I'm mostly joking. Mostly. Okay, let's just put some of those in there. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of... I'm not a huge fan of bots if I can help it, so I try not to use them just because I find them a little bit less fun. Yeah, I don't have a main bus of sorts. I have a main bus with a couple of things, but it's not a bus, it's a spaghetti line. So for data cards, for instance, spaghetti line. For most things, a spaghetti line. How viable is asteroid building? Oh, bots are less fun. Yeah, I don't really mind the complexity. I don't mind spaghetti. How viable is mining an asteroid belt? I think incredibly valuable. I think when you can get there, and if you need vast amounts of resources, I think mining an asteroid belt is very viable. Again, you've got to make sure your fuel and ability to launch rockets is up to scratch. If it's not, then maybe it's not as viable. But, what? Generally, it's not a problem. Okay, you're just fooling with me now, buddy. Oh yeah, no, the washing, crushing, smelting for new resources, absolutely, you got to belt that. It'd be crazy not to. I feel like these pipes are going elsewhere as well. Don't know where they're going. Okay, please have 2 life support facilities. That's all I need, just 2 life supports. Delivery cannons on physical okay, delivery cannons I like, but only for like fuel and ice. I was originally delivery cannoning water barrels, but that was kind of a problem in its own way. Oops. Did I need 200 fast inserters? Probably not, but I got them now. That stuff can go away, that stuff can go away, that can go away. Yes, 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 go away, go away, go away. Okay, so that's going to give me 1 life support facility. Because they're easy like bots. No, just because they're expensive. I would rather build rockets. I find rockets more fun. And the reason I stopped firing water barrels is because you got to worry about what you can do with the barrel on the other side. I suppose you could fire it again, but then you'd need explosives on the other end. So I didn't. No, I think delivery cannons are fine. Personally, I think it's just too expensive for what they do. I don't have a stigma against delivery cannons. I know, I'm surprised about that too. Man, these frames. I wonder if we're getting to the point that the other side is beginning to die. Well, all those trees are dead. Sure, that's not my fault. Yeah, the other side's beginning to die off as well. It's just sort of started. Oh, these poor little guys. They did nothing to deserve this. Yeah, they did. Well, those ones didn't, probably. Usually I'm not too worried about how expensive things are, just because with core miners, your resources are essentially infinite. Just don't like them, that's all it really comes down to. I mean, if you can get like, especially when you get to, when you've got enough barrel and that sort of thing, and making a lot of rockets, fuel is way more important than you think it is. You think you got tons of fuel, you don't have enough fuel. Data cards, you don't have enough. When you go to space and you build your data cards, build more data cards than you think you need. Like, same with fuel. Build more fuel than you think you need, because you need more than that. Unless you actually think, unless you're the sort of person that goes, you know, someone says pick a number and you go 86 trillion, and you're like, well, okay. What are you doing? Just gonna insult everyone for thinking of a number 86 trillion. But yeah. Because I mean, like, for instance, and again, this is me, and your results may vary, but I was like, this fuel will be enough. Oh no, this fuel will be enough. Oh no, more fuel. I mean, having too much fuel, all that means is that the fuel's sitting there. What else are you going to do with your oil? Make plastic? Sure, I mean, you need lots of plastic too. But data cards are going to be the thing that, and data cards are just needed for all your sciences when you get to space. 86 trillion data cards. I mean, okay, let's see. How many data cards have I made? 833,000. That's still a large number. How much liquid rocket fuel have I made? Only 203 million? Okay, never mind. My numbers are smaller than I thought they would be. Yeah, exactly. Only 100 times. Those sort of numbers only make sense if you're playing some sort of idle game like Clicker Heroes or Cookie Clicker. Oh, it's only 100 million times that. That's fine. No big deal. I'll get that banged out in a couple of weeks. I miss idle games. I really need to get into another one. Okay, so anyway, enough talking about idle games. It's time to start thinking about the last of the non-deep space science. So we need electrical shielding, we need laser shielding, that's pretty simple. We need particle beam shielding, mostly simple, and experimental alloys data, which is again mostly simple, just kind of annoying in its own little way. Man, could you imagine what would happen if I opened Chrome right now? Crazy. I don't know why the radar's there. It's a weird place to build the radar. So that would be electrical shielding. I see I started building this before. So that is iridium, that is data cards, we need plastic and ion stream. Okay. Do we have plastic around? I feel like we might do. I apologize for the severe frame issue. We are currently exterminatus in process. The Fufo is leaving. Oh, it's exactly what I wanted. Thank you so much, Beldak. Oh, that is the best mod I've ever played, and I'm playing space exploration. Oh shit, that's some good shit, man. I am so happy with that. Thank you for your time in doing that. That's delightful. I was like, what the hell is that noise? And then I realized it was the Spaffy Ditty, and I was like, oh, it works. There are some ditties that are too long. Like, I think the Thradish one is just like... It just stops. Whiffo the captain. The ship is called Star Runner. You know what? I didn't know the name of that ship. I never even considered the ships do have names. Thank you. I'm still going to call it the Whiffo, because Whiffo is being named in honor of Whiffo rather than... it's... You know, the ship's named in honor of the scared little crab man. But, yeah, it's a valid point. And I just realized what that was for. That was for plastic. That was the whole point of that. Yeah, it does. Because it is systematically, like, quietly going through the entire planet, tile by tile, radiating outwards. And also in doing that, it's also making the bugs that are there attack. So we've got a lot of bugs that are heading their way. It's got to remove every tree. But I mean, everything's dying. So I mean, if I want to mine this planet, I no longer give a shit about any protection. And I mean, you know what they say about when you're mining? Always use protection. I mean, some of the bugs just die on the way. So yeah, it's absolute frame hit. So if you're planning on using a plague rocket in your base, probably be careful on that one. I never played the Postal games. In fact, I think Postal may have been actually banned in New Zealand. Let me check. Oh no, I'd have to open up Chrome for that. We all know what's going to happen if I do that. I'm going to do it anyway. Postal banned in NZ. Yeah, Postal 2 was banned in New Zealand, so legally, I am not even allowed to play it. I'm not allowed to buy it, I'm not allowed to own it, I'm not allowed to play it. That's just a fun New Zealand fact for you right there. But having read about it, I have no interest in that game. It's a little bit more violent than I really want to play, at least from what I've read. Yeah, no, I know. The game is just chugging. They never said exterminators would be easy. I mean, it was very easy, but it's not quite what I meant when I said that. And it's like, well, should I go back and load a save? Now I'm too far in. Unless it stays like this, it's just going to have to be what it is. And we're going to reminisce about the times that there were biters. I just realized we never actually finished expansion pack. They added Middle Eastern looking enemies in this. Jeez. Oh. Oh my goodness, that's horrifying. Oh. Yeah, you know what? I go back onto my line if I don't really want to play that game. The planet should be dead at some point. Yeah, I assume when the planet dies, it'll, you know, frames will go back to normal. But I mean, honestly, I don't know. I've never murdered an entire planet in Factorio before. Did you like the provision there in Factorio before? Like, oh yeah, I've murdered planets before, just not in this video game. Gosh. I mean, look, in New Zealand here we are very anti-nuclear, but no one ever said anything about plague rockets. So I think it's okay. I haven't asked the government about that one. Oh, I've absolutely murdered planets in games before. First thing I think of is... I mean, obviously I played a Star Wars game where you got the Death Star. That planet was murdered. Master Orion 2 had the Stellar Converter on ships. That murdered planets. You know, so I've murdered planets before, don't you worry. I am still a bad person. But never done it in Factorio before. And that's the important provision that you got to make. What sort of scrap is it making? Contaminated? Contaminated scrap. Ugh. Yeah, New Zealand is very anti-nuclear. Look up the Rainbow Warrior and that'll probably give you a good indication. Basically, New Zealand was protesting the France doing atomic testing in Muiroa or something like that. And so French agents came onto New Zealand soil and bombed the conservation ship. And then they were caught, and that really just... People were already pretty anti-nuclear to begin with, but that was just the thing that just went, nah, you bombed us over your nuclear testing, we will never forgive anything with... But I mean, New Zealand is already just always a very... country that's just always opposed to it. It's just how it is. America wanted to park some of their ships in our harbours, and we said, do they have nukes on them? And they said, we can't tell you that. And they go, well, you're not allowed to come on into our shores. And they go, but we need to be here for reasons. I was like, do they have nukes on them? We can't tell you that. Then you can't be here. What if we say yes? Then you can't be here. It was like, yep, if they've got nukes on them, we're not letting them on. Which, you know, obviously the Americans are not super keen on that. But, yeah. New Zealand, not a fan of nukes. You know, a lot of clean energy through, like, hydropower, water power. Like, dams do a lot of energy, but I think dams are, like, quite a sizable percentage of our energy. I don't know the exact numbers, but yeah, so that's a fun New Zealand fact for you for today. If you ever wanted that, there you go. If you didn't, well, you got it anyway. You know, do with it as you will. How do I feel about it? I don't really know. It's just what it always is. You know? I don't really have a major opinion of it. It's just, that's what life is in New Zealand. And having any opinion of it does not really change that. Because generally people in New Zealand are pretty supportive of the anti-nuke thing. Like, there's a really cool billboard. I like it for the wrong reasons. Only 10%? Wow, okay, never mind. I thought it was higher than that. I thought it was like 30 or 40%. Never mind. New Zealand's not as good as I thought. Lots of oil and gas. Well, screw it. Country dead. Sorry, I lied to you all. Thank you for fact checking me though. I do appreciate that. Sounds like I'm being sarcastic. I promise you I'm not. Oh, frames are good again. 22 geothermal. Okay. Well, still oil and gas not great. I thought New Zealand was doing better than that. I've been bamboozled again. For the 4th time today. Where are these pipes going? Nowhere. Okay, we can probably stop making pipes now, but thank you very much for your time. Yeah, I thought the pipes were actually, like, I was trying to figure out why the pipes weren't being built here, but I think because these chests are full. What I might do is just dismantle these. Another one. Oh, it's good to have good frames again. It'll fix those things, don't worry about it. It's like just looking at it being like, it doesn't really help things. It's fine. Remember the basic rule, if you shout it's fine, it's fine. I didn't like bots for something. I don't like bots for anything, honestly, but I just don't want them to... Bots to me are an admission of failure. And I'm not saying if you use bots you are a failure. Like, this is like a personal... This is a me thing. Acknowledging that I am a broken individual that's like, I don't like robots. To me, using bots is like, you could have done better. Your spaghetti wasn't strong enough. They are super useful, I agree, and I mean, you can see I'm using them. Bots are really good for malls, where you need to build, like, fiddly little things, and you need a certain number of them. Rails and belts, yeah, rails and belts are way cooler. I agree with that. They're the best. Okay, how are we going over here? Is that jammed again? It's jammed again. Does that sometimes. Yeah, they are the easy way to get... can you show off your spaghetti mall? Look, Mars, you're absolutely welcome to. Oh, sorry. Moosey Man, you've been watching this series on YouTube. Oh, thank you so much for watching it on YouTube. I appreciate that. Oh gosh. Come on, chat. Don't be like this. I'm just trying to get to the message that I was trying to read, and it keeps jumping around. Yeah, Moosey Man, thank you very much for watching on YouTube, and I can't believe I've got this far with spaghetti, but that's how I am. The C-block run wasn't too bad, was it? Was the C-block run that bad? Oh no, we're gonna open up Chrome again. Oh, that's some compressed spaghetti. That's more like a sheet of lasagna there, buddy. That's some compressed spaghetti. I like it. I approve. Wait, is that your entire base taking you to space? That's cool. That's some good work. Yeah. Moosey Man, I don't know how I do it. This is just how I live my life. If you look in my room at the floor, it's very much spaghetti as well. I am joking. Panda would not allow that. I've tried. I've been told no. Especially not now. Long-range trains, yeah, absolutely. Well, long-range trains, that's exactly how you gotta do it, right? Okay, so we need iridium, blank data cards, and... You know what? It seems like frames are better than ever now. Maybe I'm just, you know, grass is always greener situation, but frames seem pretty good right now, probably because no biters. Look, it's got its moments. I won't lie. Can I show novice? Oh, do you want to see how the death's looking? I mean, you know what? The best way to check novice is if we go. We've got this long path over here because we were trying to see how big the planet was. You can just see things disappearing from the minimap as I go. Oh no. Oh yeah, everything's dead. Oh yeah, no. Everything is dead on the planet. Oh, actually. Hello! You guys are still alive. Anyway, I'm not going to keep watching them. Yeah, okay. It doesn't look like it kills the grass, but it has killed pretty much everything on the planet. Neat. Neat is probably the wrong answer to finding that out. But it's what I'm going to stick with. Neat. Only a dead bug. The only good bug is a dead bug? Hell yeah. They need to pay for what they did at Buenos Aires. I'll never forget what those bugs did in Buenos Aires. Oh, the biters won't stay alive. The biters, if you watch them, they do start dying on the ground. So boohoo, so sad, I don't care. Wow. God, I'm an asshole about this. I mean, I guess I did just exterminate a planet, so... We are still having occasional frame hiccups. You can see... So something's still slowing it down. Maybe a save and a reload would help that, I don't know. Yeah, let's give that a go. But we're going to save and reload too. Just in case. So hang on, we're just going to go quit. We're going to quit out, we're going to come back in and see if that fixes it. So, just a moment. Let's see if that fixes the frame issue. It might not, but we'll give it a go. That's fine. So yeah, a lot of bugs have been murdered today. An entire planet's worth. And it was a planet, not like some dinky little moon. It is possible the frame issues are just because the final biters are still dying and are still trying to calculate their slow deaths. So maybe I'm not too worried about that. You gotta do what you gotta do, people. And sometimes you gotta launch a plague rocket onto a planet. But it's good. It's good fun. Gotta tidy up this board game shelf. I don't know if I'm going to put some things like facing forwards. I don't think I've got space for that. But you can also see behind me on the other side. What happens if you run out of life support? Am I just fucked? No, I don't think I'll be. I don't think it'll be a problem. It's a fair concern though, Moosey Man. I've got it set up so when I'm on Novice orbit, the bots are taking the expended life support from me, and they are getting new life support put in. I can survive for about 2 hours without needing to get anything fixed. But I guess if you, theoretically, if you were in a situation where you couldn't get back, you would, yeah, it's still having problems. Okay. I imagine that's probably just because it's trying to finish off the last of the bugs. Hopefully that's not too long. If it continues doing this though, too long, maybe I will have to save. Why does it get, if you get run over by a train on Novice? You can choose to respawn on a planet. It's a valid concern, actually, Mars. It's a very valid concern. You could choose to land. You can respawn on any place where there's a rocket pad, or you can choose to respawn on a ship. Rocket pad. Being on a ship does not need atmosphere. Like it has atmosphere, so you'll be okay there. But it is still a valid concern. I do understand that. I would like to say my best advice would be the default option does change. Like, you can choose where you want to respawn when you come back. You can't just choose to respawn on a moon. It has to be a place where you've either got a rocket already built or... Gosh, I hope this juttering doesn't stay like this. I'm sure it won't, but it's not fun. But yeah, I think to some degree you can choose. Can you also choose spaceship, Wes? Also, hello Wes. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you here on a space exploration stream. I know how much you love space exploration. I'm just being mean to you, I'm sorry. Maybe the plague rocket, once it kills all the biters, it starts like turning the land into sand, and that's why it's slow. Who knows? No, you don't. So, hang on, let me just do this. So if I took my suit off, it hurts, and now I'm going to autosave. See, it hurts a bit, but I'm not dead. Like, I have no life support on me right now. I take a bit more damage, but I'm okay. So you do get a bit of time. So I assume you probably would have time to make something, or at the least get somewhere safe. Because I mean, look, I'm still fine. I don't know about shields. But I mean, like, this is how long I've survived. You know, double that time when you got good frames. Probably could live on mid packs. Yeah, you probably could. See no reason why you couldn't. I'm just here, just breathing in this nice air of no air. Now the question is how long until I actually put my suit back on. I think I'm going to do it now. Oh, the juttering stopped. Thank goodness. Okay, let's put my suit back on. Sorry, I just really had to do that sound effect there. You can survive in a rocket capsule. So, I mean, I suppose you could slowly edge your way to a safety place. I mean, it would be interesting. I think you could survive, though. It would be tricky, but I reckon you could do it. At least get to a point where you could make a capsule and be okay. Now, I want to get some life support facilities, just real quick. I'm so glad the frames have fixed themselves again. I'll just look at that planet again. You know, Adventure Time? How like the planet of Ooh is just like got this huge freaking crater through the middle of it, so it's basically half a planet. It's just basically look at Ooh, the novice, and it's like that. It's like, oh, I'm the Lich. I was the Lich the whole time, guys. I'm not the Lich. I'm just a little bit of a bitch. But that's what they all say, right? Okay. Oh, that is true. Maybe the plague planet will also hurt me in a faster way. It's valid. It's a valid concern. It's possible. I mean, I can go down there and find out next time I'm there and see what happens. Yeah, it's called a science experiment, people. Sometimes people just want to do a science experiment to kill the world. It's like seeing the world burn, except the world just choking to death on its own, like, phlegm. Wow, you know what? That got real dark. I'm sorry. I mean, I guess I just killed a planet, so maybe it's, you know, acceptable levels of darkness. I don't really know. I never really considered what the acceptable level of darkness while murdering a planet because of slight annoyances is. Whatever the answer to that is, I'm certainly not the good guy anymore. Like, as if I ever was. The engineer is never the good guy in this game. Okay. Yeah, probably don't let the biters overtake your factory. They will do it if you give them the chance. But that's just because they're rude about the whole situation. They think the planet belongs to them because they were here first. That's not how colonialism works, buddy. Don't feel good about that one. Okay. And with that, we should have data cards. We do. Okay, so that's one more done. What next? We need to make space platforms. That's a pain. Experimental alloys data. Oh, they're both pains. Okay, that's fun. I don't know what that's supposed to do. Clearly doesn't do anything at the moment. What should that do, please, Mars? I don't have that set up to do anything. I'm happy to set up something if people want it to, but I don't know that one. Every now and then I have these moments where I'm just like, I don't clearly understand Twitch as well as I thought. Also, Mars, you named after the planet or the god of war? I know it's not relevant, but I just curious. I don't have a quote bot. What is... I mean, I guess a quote bot does quotes, but how does that work? You tell me how that works and I can sort that out. I mean... Gosen. At this rate... 2's a good number. It's more than 1. And if it's not enough, then you make more. Damn it. You're right though, I do just sort of lean on that and go, that's fine. Okay. That's actually a little bit... Yeah, we need to go a bit further away. Yeah, I don't check any rates. Like, the thing is, if I do it this way, it'll be fine. And then if it's not fine, I just speed it up. And if it needs to be sped up further, I just speed it up further. Problem solved. You know what? I will put that there for you. I will figure out how to do that with stream elements. I'll get that sorted for the next stream. I guarantee I say that sort of dumb shit all the time. And I mean, hey, look, it's all recorded on... it's all on YouTube anyway, so if there's anything that anyone wants to add, I'm sure they can do that. That's looking kinda good. Damn it, Ghost, and every now and then you call me out in just the funniest way, and I'm just like, yup, that's how I live my life. Nice! Oh, I mean, look, you know what? Names when we were younger are kind of funny names. Yeah, well, I mean, 2 is a good number. 2 is easily scalable. 1, you've messed up. Okay, so we need iridium plates and data cards. Ah. No, chocolate bar didn't seem quite right. I don't think a lot about the Mars chocolate bar. You can read that however you... Oh yeah, that's still firing. Do we need any more of these? No, we don't actually. We just need the data cards from here on. Sweet! We do, however, need to do that then. Oops. That then. Probably going the right way as well would be nice. I've messed up. Can we have lines that Seif would never say for 100? I'm kidding. I mess up all the time. I don't need to tell anyone that. Okay, and we need iridium plating still. Okay, that's fine. Do we need data cards for the next one? We do. Okay, we can put those two together from here on. That's fine. You two can be friends now. Yay, friends! Okay. So we need copper, iron, holmium, and beryllium. I think when most people think the god of war, they think the Greek god of war, Ares, rather than Mars. Just because Greeks I don't know. Greeks just had better publicity for their god names. Good publicity department for Greece on that one, I think. Good job. Proud of you, Greece. Good job, proud of you, Greece. That's not a phrase people say much. Maybe they should. Greece deserves some praise every now and then. As do we all. Alright guys, can you not right now? Can you bloody not? Really? I suppose. I guess Rome did take over most of. Oh, I don't know my Roman history that well. I don't know how much of Rome. Sorry, how much of Greece Rome took. So maybe I should just stop talking about shit I don't know. Really? In Germany? That's cool, man. I didn't know there were temples of, like, Roman temples still, like... Okay, that's cool. I'm thoroughly impressed. I mean, it makes sense. Right, okay. It's just a part of history I'd never really considered. That's cool. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, look at that. Perfect. It's like he planned it, but we know he didn't. Everyone knows he didn't. Okay, we want to get some holmanium. And some beryllium. Beryllium. It's brilliant. That's my tagline. If I ever need to advertise it, that's what I'm going to sell. I'm not in advertising. It may be obvious to literally everyone after I say that. But after a tagline like that, you go, why isn't he? I'd hire him on the spot. That's why you'd get fired. For hiring this idiot for, like, saying beryllium. It's brilliant. And that's just my tagline for everything. It's like, what are we going to call this cookie? How about beryllium? And you just get, like, this audible sigh from, like, everyone in the room. And I'm just sitting there, like, beaming, like, I've just come up with the best idea. Everyone's just like, we could fire you right now. Or worse. And I'll be like, but you guys love me. And then there's that awkward pause when, you know, someone says that sort of thing. I mean, I'm sure you've seen this in real life. If someone just says that, like, oh, you guys know you love me. And everyone stops and goes, do we though? Do we even like you, actually? Anyway, so I had to find a new job. I'm making that up. I'm in the same job. Oh, gosh. You know, you always got to be careful with those questions where, like, you leave it really open-ended, and it's like, you can draw your own conclusions to this if you wish. Sometimes you don't want people to draw their own conclusions. Sometimes, don't let people think. Because maybe what they end up thinking is not what you wanted them to think. Alright, I guess we're out of the scrap. Yeah, Miles, I really do need to figure out that quote bot. I'll figure that out next stream. Okay, you know what? Speaking of next stream, I am about done here for today. It's been a good stream, and it's been a good welcome back, so thank you everyone for being here. If you are new here and you're not currently following, and you've enjoyed today, do consider following. And if you're already following, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I typically stream 3 times a week, but it's been a little bit weird the last few days, and you know what? It's going to continue being weird. So normally I do not stream on Fridays, but this week I'm gonna. So I'm streaming tomorrow. Normally I stream on Saturdays, which is 2 days a week. This week I ain't gonna. I'm busy. So we got some stuff going on. So tomorrow streaming. Day after not streaming, and I've been given the go ahead the day after that streaming. That's usually a secret stream. That's going to be an actual stream this time. So we are going to continue this tomorrow. We're going to finish getting the science done. And then we're going to start considering... Well, let's go to figure out what the Pharistra is. Actually, in that case, I should probably be working on big ship diplomacy. Yeah. So we're going to keep doing that. And we will figure that out. If you've really enjoyed today and you want to help the channel, you can subscribe. You can use your Prime. You can cheer bits. If you want. Do not feel like you have to. You absolutely do not have to, but if you want to support me, you can. Not going to say no. You can also find all these old episodes on youtube.com/SeiferKatt. That's where I post all these old episodes, usually a little bit delayed, but they get up there. I mean, even C-Block eventually. It gets there. And that's where you can find all those old episodes. You can also find me on Discord. There is the link below, but if I do this... Oh, let's see if this works. Hey, there's a link for you, so you can join that. There's a bunch of good people there chatting about whatever the heck they're playing in Factorio. It's a pretty quiet group, but, you know, good people. If you've enjoyed the sounds that I've occasionally played today, I mean, check out the Star Control sound pack mod made by Veldak. If you just decide you want Star Control sounds in your game, you can do that. It's amazing. Land, please. Valid. Sorry, wasting fuel. Look, one of my drones landed in solidarity. Anyway, that is me done for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to catch up with you guys either tomorrow or whenever the next time you're around. That's okay too. You don't have to be here for everyone. Just when you're around, it's chill. Alright, take care everyone.